Hi
Good
there,
afternoon.
everybody. My name is Kay,
My name is Gitte.
and we are the New Age of Love. And we are here today to talk about the new moon. And it's so great because this new moon in February of 2022 is, well, still January of 2022, is the new moon in Aquarius. And guess what the New Age of Love is all about? The age of Aquarius, because that's when things are changing and shifting to bring us into more alignment, into more compassion, more community, more love for others, for ourselves, and as a society, as a world. So this new moon in Aquarius is going to be pretty awesome. There's a lot that happens with every new moon. You've got a moon you can't see. We're so used to looking at the full moon and being amazed by the beauty and glory of the full moon. There's so many gorgeous photographs of the full moon, but you don't get a lot of photographs of the new moon because you can't see it, right? So it's a time of opportunity and a time of manifestation and growth and focusing on what you want. So let's focus first on a little more information about this particular new moon. So I turn it over to Gitte to give us the exciting details.
Well, thank you, Kay. It was so fitting, everything you said. I mean, uh, Aquarius is such an incredible sign. It's an air sign, so it's really about shifting and renewing. And this is what this moon truly is about. And it's kind of interesting. This is called a black moon because it's the second moon within one calendar month. And the funny thing is in 2022, we do have two of those. Like the blue moon, when it is a full moon, you know that they're fairly rare. So to have two of them in the same year, I think is pretty significant. And one is obviously in January, and then we don't have a new moon in February, but then in March we have another two new moons, two new beginnings. Uh, I think it's an amazing, beautiful thing. So the upcoming new moon in Aquarius also, the one on Monday, the 29th here on the West Coast. A lot of places it's already February 1st at that point because the new moon is going to be late at night for us here on the West Coast. But it also marks the Lunar New Year, which, you may know within here, a lot of people, we celebrate the Chinese New Year, which is the Lunar New Year, and we are shifting into the Year of the Tiger. And it's interesting because it's very aligned with the astrology of the year, as the tiger allows us access within ourselves to courage and confidence to basically follow our biggest dreams and leap forward in our own path of evolution. So when in a new moon, both the sun and the moon are basically on top of each other. And this time it meets in the sign of Aquarius as an air sign. As I said, it blows a lot of fresh new energy into our life, and it inspires us to consider new ways of being. if you allow the new energies, the new moon really brings you a true new beginning to step into the best that you can be in a brand new world of possibilities for ourselves as much as for the collective. As we're able to see the world with more clarity, this is a time to step into our brightest, most beautiful self. And it's to take all the lessons from the past and start a new book of life in which we put ourselves, the best self that we are, forward for all of the world to see. And I invite you to step into the energies of the new moon. Go out there and let it come into you. And let yourself be inspired. Dream what you can be. Your most loving self is the same path that will bring this world and the collective into an alignment to bloom for all of us. As we step into the age of Aquarius, that's what it comes. Your best will be the best for this world. And today, at this time when we are recording this, it's January 29. It's the day when Venus is turning direct again. And Venus retrograde has given you a lot of information internally about the state of your relationships. So this is the perfect time, this new moon, to put all those that you have learned about your relationships into a new vision for your future that is lighter, brighter, and aligned with life and living it to the brightest. And remember that your relationships are not just with other human beings, but they're with everything that you allow to be part of your life, whether it's food, your environment, your work, everything that is within your life, you have a relationship with, you have an energetic connection. And as Aquarius is the most humanitarian of signs, so at this point, the energies are really supporting us to recognize the connections that we have within ourselves and with all that is present within our world. It's a time to look at what we can achieve and an extension for ourselves. As we achieve it for ourselves, we can see it in extension also for the collective. And Aquarius energy will help you find new, maybe unconventional ways of thinking, in which you can find much inspiration for new ways of moving forward in your own life. And one more influence that I really would like to mention is the planet Saturn. So Saturn right now is right next also to the sun and the moon. And Saturn is about structure, responsibility, discipline. So while we may not always like it, but coming together with this new way of being as we step into this new world, it gives us exactly what we need to truly step into this new world, into this new way for us, the collective, the world. And so let the new come into you. I truly want to invite you, allow for fresh perspectives and look at the bigger picture and look at some of the details and adjust to what feels right for you. Give yourself permission with this new moon to also welcome the unknown, to step into every now moment, ready to recognize what brings you life, what brings you love, and living bright and light within the world. This is your time to shine. Remember, it is your birthright to thrive. So this new moon of Aquarius, a new beginning, a time of new beginnings. So may we all find that tiger within ourselves, the courage to step into a bright future. May we all roar with delight, with love, with joy, and with living life in the lightest and brightest we can. That is the new moon for you. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you. That's so exciting. We get to roar and be tigers. I have some little tiger ears I wish I was wearing now. But strangely, I don't have my tiger ears on me right now. So now let's do a little activity. Gitte and I will start to send Reiki. So I want you to get ready to accept. We're going to practice that acceptance, accepting the energy. Go ahead and get started. Just get comfortable if you can. And allow the energy to flow into you. Because so often we forget the beauty and elegance and perfection of receiving. We deny that to ourselves. It can be like getting stiffened with arthritis and holding a certain pattern in your life, in your relationships, in the space around you. So that when opportunities and energies for shifts and change do come, you're frozen in the position you're at. And you can still be saying, oh, I wish my life would change. Oh, I want more out of life. I want more meaning. I want more significance. I want a better relationship. I want a home I can love. And when the opportunities and the energies that create that change come along, you don't allow them because you're too stiffened from not being used to receiving. So let the energy flow into you. And as it flows, our intention is to help release those calcifications, release those barriers and feelings of undeservedness, the feelings of inadequacy, of not being enough, of not being brave enough. Let it start to break up and blow away. Let those winds of the new moon, those winds of tiger energy, blow them away like blowing on a dandelion. And what seemed rock hard and immobile, flies off, harmless, giving you the freedom of choice to have opportunities and to choose as you see fit. Now, as we know, thoughts are powerful and words are very powerful. So let me say for you, for all of us, infinite Divine Spirit, we ask for the perfect work of service, the perfect health, the perfect home, and the perfect love that is ours by divine right. This perfection already exists in the energy world, and we thank you so much for this that you have already given us. And we will open our eyes and be alert to the cues and opportunities that you send. And we will embrace our bravery and our tiger energy to be bold, to be courageous, to step forward, and to be willing to transform ourselves so that the world around us can transform to be the best fit for who we are and who we are becoming. And for this, we are, oh, so very grateful. And so it is. And allow the energy to flow. And I can tell you it's flowing very strongly. I can feel it coming very strongly through me from the divine. That you have what is already yours by divine right. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to struggle for it. You just have to allow for it. And to be willing to prepare yourself to be capable of accepting what comes to you. And now for this particular new moon, there's also one more assignment that I feel coming for all of us. There is a friendship in your life that has had a rift or a disconnection. Someone you've been thinking of, someone who may spring automatically to mind now. It's time to mend those bridges. It's time to open your heart in forgiveness. It's time for you to reach out and touch their life with your special energy and your special understanding and your special love. And let them touch your life as well. And whether it happens as an interaction of pure love or as an interaction of pure lesson, it is time for you to open your heart and reach out. The person may not be alive anymore on earth, and that's no barrier. You can still connect and ask for forgiveness and extend forgiveness because it's time. And so we'll let the energy flow just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. I feel it pulsing differently now. It's very much a pulsing as it comes to you. And now we'll release that energy to do its divine work. And come back to the here and now and say thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Gitte, did you have anything you wanted to add, anything special you wanted to say as we close?
I just want to say we appreciate you so much. And I want to leave you with a word of courage. Just step into it. You can do it. You not only deserve it, you're not only enough, you have every right to thrive within your own life. Within that lies our collective lift. Thank you for being you. Thank you for stepping into your brightest and best. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Very much appreciate you. And we see each other again for the next new moon. We love you all so very much.